All right, folks, welcome back to the TNT show. Today we got a nice little hot topic. Not necessarily hot, just something that just floats around that everybody likes to talk about. So, we're just gonna talk about like sports in general and just like the predictability nowadays, where it just seems like it's more like it's more factored from like, sports betting and like, odds and ends like that. So we're just gonna jump right into it.
Yeah, like you were saying, some sportsmen, it's hard to watch because it's like I already know what's going to happen. It's always a crappy call. Like one of the just off the top of my head is the Bills and who are they playing? Anyway, when Brandon Cooks caught the ball, but dude took it away from him. It was an interception. Was it Chicago
Uh,
or
I couldn't
was
even
it
tell you. That was in the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. It literally cost them the game because they said it wasn't a catch; it was an interception. But he caught it. I
Yeah,
don't think it was
that was
Chicago.
it was the Broncos. They were playing. It
The
was a playoff.
Broncos. Why did I say the
Yeah,
Bears? They're not even in that division. Yeah, it was the Broncos. Um, it was like something as simple as that changed the whole game. And it's like you say, it's like we talked about the other day with the sports betting. It's ironic that the over and unders are like, and the spread is like, oh, they're favored by 3, and then they win by 3. It's like, how do they know that?
yeah. I mean,
It's like the over under in basketball, like so and so is going to get 30 points. Oh, it's going to be, just say the over under is 200.
yeah,
Obviously, it's more than that, but it's always like 201, 195. It's just so close. Like, how do y'all know that?
yeah. I mean, honestly I don't know what goes into how they get their numbers, but a lot of times those games are really close to the numbers on either side.
I wonder if it's the same thing that like football uses, like the analytics, like you type in these two teams, and I wonder if it just like does an average of their score, and it's like, okay, this team's going to score 130.5 points tonight. I don't know if that's how it works, but it's all sports, not just football.
Yep.
Um, they said the whole Ronda Rousey. I know you probably didn't watch it, but that fight was staged. It lasted 17 seconds. She literally grabbed her, slammed her on the ground, and they put her in an armbar. And it lasted like, I think they said 17 seconds. So 3.5 hours to watch her win in 17 seconds. But they said that the payout was huge for them too, which a lot of people are saying that that's not the payouts weren't true, so on, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. A lot of it just seems scripted sometimes.
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, if you look at a lot of these games and the way these calls go, and like, it's a lot of that stuff is clearly obvious that it's, if there's a pass
Because at the
interference.
end of the game, yeah, it's always, yeah, obviously it's the end of the game, but it's like, okay, you're on the last drive, the game's close, your team's coming back, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, pass interference, or oh, it's a roughing the passer penalty, or late hit out of bounds, or it's always something.
I think one of the biggest theorized games was, and this is gonna make me sound biased, but the Patriots coming back down from 28-3.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Falcons were literally dominating, and all of a sudden they just forgot how to play football. I don't know if they took their foot off the gas or they threw the game. I don't know. Well, man, it's like you said. It's like we talked about yesterday with a lot of the like the Rams, for example, when they played the Bengals. They just let Cooper Cup go right down the field 4 times, and they kicked the field goal on left and won. It's like
Literally,
y'all, they literally threw him the ball every single play. They didn't throw it to anybody else.
force fed him the ball, and you're telling me you don't want to like just throw another defender on him
Double
for like,
covering, yeah, something. Who else is he going to throw it to? Nobody. Cooper Cup had like triple crown. He had like 1,900 yards, something ridiculous.
yeah,
So obviously the game's on the line. The ball's going to him. So literally 4 times they crossed the 50. They kicked the field goal and won. When Des Bryant caught the ball and fumbled it out of the back of the end zone and dropped it. Did he really catch it? I don't know. They said he didn't, but it looked like he did.
still one of the most argued calls in NFL history because
I just wish you could challenge the penalty. Like, see, in the fourth quarter, it's all in house or overtime. I think it's fourth quarter and in overtime. They don't go to wherever they go. I don't know wherever they go to review the plays. It's all in the booth wherever.
yeah,
I wish you could challenge the penalty. You can challenge some of them now, but you can't challenge like a roughing the passer or a pass interference. Or I don't think you can challenge those.
yeah,
But I wish you could.
that would be nice.
Just you get one. You get one. That's all you get. So save it for the end of the game. Because at the end of the game, they just throw it up for grabs. Why not? Because in NFL, it's a spot foul. Now, I wish they would change that. I wish they would change that. Because in college, you see it all the time. Tackling. Just tackling. If you're giving up a big play, what's the first thing they're doing? They're going to grab him. If they can, they're going to grab him. It's 15 yards.
Yeah, I mean, just
In the
going back to
NFL, it's a spot foul. So if you throw a 50-yard pass and you tackle him, well, you just gave up 50 yards on one play. Now, some of it in college is a spot foul, but not all of it.
yeah.
I wish they would change that.
I mean, on the NBA side of this, like as far as the predictability goes, like because I have a group chat with a couple of people I talk basketball with, and I told them before the playoffs even really got going, I said it's going to be the Spurs and the Thunder in the Western Conference Finals, and the Spurs are probably going to end up going to the finals. I think the Spurs are going to win the whole thing, and I'm probably going to end up being right about that.
Yeah, because Wemby dropped like 40 points the other night.
Yeah, he had 41 and 24 rebounds. He was a force.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't watch a whole lot of basketball, so I can't really comment there. But it's it's like that in a lot of sports.
Yeah, no, for real.
Fighting, maybe not. I don't care what anybody says. Jake Paul stuff. I don't know if it's real or not. I mean, it doesn't look. I mean, he really hit him. He got the break speed off him when he fought someone that knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that'd be like me going to fight. Like if I was a fighter, yeah, he's fighting boxers. I mean, not boxers, MMA guys. They don't do that.
yeah,
They're used to ground and pound, running away and getting you on the ground and not going blow for blow with you. Um, but anyway, let's jump off that. So Rasheed Rice is going to jail for 30 days. He's going to miss mini camps and OTAs. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's got going on.
honestly, it's like I said to you. Like, why would you Why would you do that knowing you're on probation? At least wait until your probation is over with and then do that. Like, why would you put yourself in more trouble? Like now you're building a reputation for yourself. As if it wasn't already like not that great. Now you're labeled essentially.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, he'll be out of the league in a couple of years if he don't get it together.
Yeah, if you keep that up.
Which, like you said, you hate to see it, but it's like you said. Sometimes you really gotta set the tone.
Yeah.
Just kick him out of the league. Otherwise, you're saying it's okay.
Yeah.
Like you always see these
Realistically, yeah.
athletes doing drugs and running 120 miles an hour in a 20-mile-an-hour zone. You just see them doing crazy stuff. If me and you did that, we'd be in jail.
Funny enough, there was another Georgia player that got arrested for speeding. That's hilarious, I think, because why is it always them?
Well, a lot of these guys are getting money that they've never seen. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I wouldn't be doing that. These kids are young. You got to think, some of these kids 17, 18 years old,
Exactly.
getting millions of dollars, can buy Lambos and Ferraris and stuff like that straight out of high school. So, kids going to be kids. Have a good time. Hey, man, let's go cruise in the Lambo. And the next thing you know, you're street racing somebody. Been there, done
So,
that. I ain't going to act like I didn't do it.
not to interrupt the topic, but we got breaking news that Aaron Rodgers will retire after the 2026 season.
I seen it. I was going to say the same thing. I'm
So
not surprised. I'm not surprised.
he was already on the back end anyways. I mean, you saw the last couple of years for him. Well, 3 years actually. The major injury, like didn't have a great season with the Jets. Like last year, he was up and down with the Steelers. So it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's old. I mean, they gave him $20 million to come back. I figure they probably just gonna, if they suck, they got a new coach, bring him in. You got a Hall of Famer. He gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer when he retires in 5 years. He gonna be in the Hall of Fame. So you got a new
Yep.
coach. You bring him back. If you suck, you drafted Drew Aller and you got Will Howard. So if you suck, well, you could just stick one of them in there and ride it out and see what happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
Well, um,
I
I mean,
mean,
it's like
it's one of them things like that's another thing. I don't know how long you got, but a lot of these guys are starting to retire young too because they've already made the money. Yeah, it's
yeah,
not $100 million, but a lot of these guys are retiring young because what's the point? Okay, if you've made 50, I know this is going to sound stupid, but if you've made $50 million and let's just say you made $100 million in your career, from college to the time your first contract is up,
uh-huh.
and you sign another, I don't know, $80 million, that really ain't doing nothing. If that makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah,
I mean, it's not like it unless you just are stupid with your money,
yeah,
but that really ain't really doing nothing. So, I mean, that's the way I look at it. You're going to start seeing it. A lot of these guys retiring young. They made all their money in college. I mean, some
yeah,
guys make more money in college than you do in your first, depending on where you get drafted, you're going to. There's people in college right now that make more money than stars in the NFL. That's why people don't want to leave college. Why would you?
yeah. You have all the opportunity in the world now to like
There's
make a
no
lot of
telling
that
how
money.
much. I know they say some of it, but there's no telling how much some of these guys are really making.
Yeah,
To be honest, like I'm talking like top tier, like
yeah.
Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State. There ain't telling how much money he makes. There ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. So how do you feel? Another off-topic thing. How do you feel about the Sornsby thing? Two more things: the Sornsby thing and that guy coming back out of the NBA to go back to college. How do you feel about that? He's going to LSU if they'll let him.
I think that that is because basketball wise, that is becoming an issue because you're letting guys. Eventually, that's going to trickle into the NFL because guys who don't make the league after they like forego their last 2 years, 1 year, whatever, they're going to try to go back to college and they're going to start letting it happen because obviously they've already set the precedent with the guy from Alabama who did it. It's you're leaving it up to like the judges to say, okay, they can or they cannot do this based on whatever. And if you're allowing them to
Well,
do it,
I thought if you entered the draft, you forfeited your eligibility. Is that not
yeah,
true?
yes, you do. But now they have the opportunity to like make it legal and it becomes a legal thing. And then somebody's gonna rule over it. So if somebody rules like you can, then you
It's
can't.
just like you want another year. You just go above. You just go to, I guess, the board or whatever, and
Yeah.
they're like, yes or no.
I mean, because realistically, the NCAA doesn't want to allow it, but once a judge gets involved, they have to bow to the knee of the judge. Like you can't go against what
And
they're
what are you
telling
gonna
you.
do? What are you gonna do? Tell them no?
You see what I'm saying? So it's like I said, now it's really becoming an issue because they're making it a legal thing. It used to not be like that. Like once you're gone, and then hey, good luck to you, but you left. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I remember last year when Shamar Stewart, he wasn't gonna sign. He was gonna try and come back to school. I think it was him. Yeah, I'm
No,
pretty sure it's him. So it's like you said, why not? Now, now jumping to the Sornsby thing. You know, I don't know if you can let that slide because if that's the case, you can't get on to anybody for gambling because he didn't get in trouble. He did, but he didn't. I wonder if that's why he transferred. I wonder if they knew something was going on and they're like, "Look, man, you got to get out of here."
no, he transferred because of the money. That's exactly why he transferred.
So, well, yeah,
That's
they gave him.
exactly
They
why.
gave him. I think they gave him like they gave him something stupid, didn't they? Again, you don't
I,
really know, but I'm
I
pretty
I really
sure.
don't know, but
I'm
I
just.
know I know nowadays people are transferring for the money. That's why they're leaving.
Oh yeah, and that's why you see people fall in the draft because they said it. They were like, it's tough to see how good these guys really are because they transfer every year. It's like, do I take a chance on this guy and hope that he's going to stay after his contract? He may want to leave
I mean,
because
just
he's
look
going
at
to
the
go where the
star.
money's at.
Look at that star running back. Not last year, but the year before last, from Tulane, where he transferred to Oregon.
He didn't even play.
Obviously, didn't even play. Didn't even touch the field. Ended up red shirt and going somewhere else. But again, why would you took that chance and it didn't work out for the money, of course. And look where it got you. Nowhere. You basically
Mm-hmm.
lost you technically didn't lose the year because you redshirted, but at the same time, like now people who were looking at you before can't really gauge you because you went to Oregon and didn't even play a snap.
And didn't even play.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's like I said, it's going to be just like NFL. They're going to be these guys start setting out soon. You just watch. They're going to sit out.
I will see about it. I still don't. I'm still on the fence about that one. I can't fully agree to that yet until we actually start
I'm
seeing
telling,
it.
I'm telling you, we almost seen it with Nico. They told Tennessee. I swear to God, I wasn't there, but here's what they told them: y'all can't do it. There's no way. There is absolutely no way you can pay this guy for doing this, because if you do that, football would have turned upside down right there. As soon as they paid him, everybody would have been sitting out. Why wouldn't you? Hey, well, he did it.
Yeah.
Because they got agents now. Their agents going to call them. Hey, Tavius, they just paid Nico. You're not playing until they pay you. You're better than him, and you're not playing until you get paid. But did it work out for him? No, because UCLA sucked.
Yeah, they were pretty bad.
Was it all him? Not necessarily, because once they fired their coach, they actually started looking a little bit better.
Yeah.
But again, just watch. I talk crazy a lot of the times. Sometimes what I say is true. So just watch. It'll happen.
That is true. You do say some stuff that does happen. I give you that. I will give you that. But that one I feel like that's gonna be a hard one to actually come to fruition.
We'll see. I'm not saying necessarily during the season, but I could see it like the off season.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm going to transfer unless y'all pay me $10 million. So, but just watch. Just wait. It'll happen. I don't know. Ever since the Nico thing, they might not, because it didn't really pan out for him. But he went to a team. He was talking a lot of smack and was supposed to go to like these good teams, and all of a sudden nobody wanted him. So he had to
I
settle
mean,
for UCLA.
yeah, but like, why would you? Why would we want you to come to our school? We just saw what you did to like Tennessee. This is Tennessee we're talking about. Like, Hypo has like built that program back to like respectability, and now we know
Yeah.
it's public that you only care
It'd
about
be
the money.
different. It'd be different if you went and won the Heisman and the championship, and the national championship. Okay, you got some room to talk. But
Yeah,
literally, without Dylan Sampson, y'all suck. He
realistically.
literally carried y'all. So, but anyway, that we're rambling. That's all I got.
Yeah, that'll do it for us on this episode. Questions?
2026 national champions. You heard it here first. LSU, Lane Kiffin. We're going to be on top. Alabama's going to win the 9 games.
He's gonna do this every episode until Bama and LSU play, and Bama dogs them like they've done the last 2 years.
Well, that's the past. We don't talk about the past. We live in the present. So.
On that note, we're gonna get out of here. We'll see you on the next one.